Good morning, options traders. Steve Gans here, and I've got a trade that I want to share with you. Now, this is a trade that I made that went really well. I'm not sharing this trade for the purposes of bragging or anything else. I'm sharing it because there is a good lesson here, and this is on Intel. So basically, this is a trade that I bought a leap on. A leap is a long options contract, and I bought that leap at $33 strike. So let's take you through the history on this. So, all the way back here in September of last year, when Intel started showing a little bit of life, I did some research on it, some fundamental analysis. I'm not going to get into all the nuts and bolts of that here, but I made a determination that I thought Intel was in for some decent growth in the coming months. Now, I didn't expect it to grow the way it did, but I did feel that it was in for some upcoming growth. At the time, it was trading around the $33 range or so, and I wanted 500 shares, or I wanted control of 500 shares of Intel. So my choice there was I could go in and spend $33 a share, buy those 500 shares, which had been around $17,000, somewhere in that general range, or I could buy a leap, a long dated option that was going to be more than a year in length, and I could buy that option for a lot less. So we're going to take a look at how that played out and then, what transpired over the coming weeks and months and how I felt I was able to capitalize on something that happened here. So we can see that from the time that I bought those leaps, Intel really had a massive run up, pull back, ran even a little higher, pulled back, and now it's down in here somewhere. So let me walk you through my trade history on this. Again, back here all the way in September of last year, I came in and I bought the $33 strike long calls. I bought 5 of them, and if we take a look at the price at the time, I paid $9.70 for them. So rather than outlaying $17,000 plus dollars, I laid out roughly $4,700, somewhere in that general range. However, it's important to note, had I bought stock, there's no decay that happens with stock. With options, we have time decay. So I needed to know that that $9 per roughly was going to decay out from under me over the next year and a half or so. So based on that, I needed to only consider a position like this, buying those leaps, on a position that I think is going to accelerate more rapidly, that's going to accelerate fast enough that it's not going to get destroyed by that time decay when it happens. And as we saw with Intel, that did in fact happen. Intel did start moving up from the time that I opened that position, and it, continued chugging along here, and I felt pretty good about what was happening. And then this craziness happened when our market took a huge pop over a few weeks. Now, I came in here on May 11th. May 11th was a temporary high. I got lucky there. I had no magic was applied to that. Now, there was a higher high after that, but on May 11th, I was thinking, oh my gosh, I just don't see how this thing can really go much higher at this point. So I was looking at my position, and it was up nicely May 11th, and we were up around the 113 range or so. My position was up about $34,000, somewhere in that general range. So what I did at that point, though, is really the lesson that I want to pass along here. When we were at that high, and I had hit a point where I'm thinking, I don't know if this thing can go much higher, or even if it does go higher, I'm fine basically starting to cap out additional gains that might happen in that and basically get paid to accept that cap. So that's where I came in and I sold covered calls on that position. I sold the 130 calls. Now, again, at that time, we were trading right here at around the 130 range or so. So I got top dollar for those calls. I basically sold them for a little over $15 each. So that's $7,500 that I took in. Again, $15 per long call. Now, I went out and I sold these at the same expiration of my original strike, which is December 18th of 2027. I could have sold shorter dated strikes. That would essentially be a poor man's covered call, where I just keep selling shorter dated strikes going forward. In this particular case, I was getting such a huge premium that I basically just turned this into a bull call spread by selling those calls, the 130 calls, for $15 each. Now, remember, let me include this now in this trade. I want you to notice over here, my initial risk was $4,850. That was the most I could lose on this position. By selling 5 covered calls at $15.25, basically I turned this into a no-lose position. Now, no matter what happens in this position, I won't lose money. Now, I can certainly give back money from where I am at right now. Of course, as we know, Intel sold off quite a bit here over this time. And a couple things that helps me in one sense, hurts me in another sense. So how does that help me? Well, it helps me because these covered calls that I had sold for $15.25, I can buy back right now for probably about $3.75, somewhere in that range. So I picked up roughly $1,200 or so per contract in profit if I were to go ahead and buy those back right now. Now, the downside, of course, is that the stock did drift back over that period of time. So I did give up some in that backward drift, but I cushioned that downside by selling those covered calls. So what I'm anticipating doing here at this stage is I will probably go buy these covered calls back this week because I do still think Intel has good life in it. I'm going to buy those calls back, basically lock in the profitability that I picked up on this covered call, and then I'm going to wait for another bounce, probably maybe not all the way back to 130, but another bounce up here into the 110 to 120 range, and then I'll look to sell covered calls on this position again at that stage. So the takeaway here is that by selling those short calls at an opportune time after a run, and getting more for them than what I paid for my initial long calls, I turned this into what we'll call in the trading world a free roll. A free roll is I got no risk of loss on this thing anymore. And so now I have a little bit of free reign, if you will, to kind of do what I want with it. So hopefully you found this helpful, enlightening. And if you did, give me a like, a thumbs up. I greatly appreciate it. Feel free to put any comments in there as well. I always like to take a look at those and will respond to them also. Take care, everyone.